it is cold out here. It's about 6 degrees. Luckily, I'm in my shanty. I got a nice heater and everything. But this week on the show, we're going to have the Ice Fishing Vacation School put on by Mark Broombaugh, Mark Martin, and Mike Gofron. All three are tournament walleye pros. They're going to be showing some students how to fish Saginaw Bay. So stay tuned. You might learn something. Michigan Out of Doors Magazine's OD is brought to you by Country Smokehouse of Almont, offering the best quality and satisfaction in homemade meats, sausage, and jerky. It's a Michigan destination. Check out the website at countrysmokehouseinc.com. And by Williams Gun Sight, located in Davison. Williams Gun Sight has Mid-Michigan's largest selection of used guns with over 2,000 in stock every day. Check out the website to view inventory and prices. 38 years of outdoor tradition continue in Novi at the Outdoor Rama Show. There's over 4 acres of outdoor equipment and features at the Rock Financial Showplace on February 24th through the 27th. Don't miss it.
Well, we're heading out on Saginaw Bay. Gonna see if we can get some fish today. I looked at the weather this morning. It was 6 degrees right now as we're getting ready to leave. And I think we're gonna be waiting for just about daylight. And once daylight hits, we're gonna all go in a big line and go out there and see if we can catch some fish today. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it?
Little fish right here.
It's been slow. I never have seen it this slow, as tough as it has been this year, and as good as the fishing's been the last several years. You got great ice conditions, no really pressure cracks to deal with, but it's been tough. You're marking fish no matter where you go. You're marking them. It's getting them to bite. It's been tricky. We've tried everything from big stuff. We've pulled out all the old tricks from the past, and you can get them to come and look, but it's hard to get them to snap at it. I'm baffled. I mean, the weather's been stable after the storm. We've got good, weather conditions. The wind's not blowing. Barometer's relatively stable. Fishing should be great. You're in early February. February is usually a really good month out here, and for some odd reason, they still haven't broke loose yet. I don't know why.
All right, what I'm doing is I'm clipping a little weight on this. This is just your average ice fishing weight. Clips right on your line like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to drop it down here, and I'm going to watch my graph. And as I watch my graph, you can see as I'm dropping this, there my line shows up right here. And that's my line. And what I'm doing is I'm setting my dead stick. I got to set this so that it's just off the bottom. I want my minnow to be able to swim freely just off the bottom, and I'll jig in my other hole. And as I jig, hopefully it'll bring the fish in. Hopefully they see the dead stick, and hopefully they hit it. So that's the goal. As you can see right here, this is my weight right off the bottom. You can see my swivel and my little split shot right above that. So that's what you're seeing on the graph here. So I'm gonna bring this back up. I've already set my bobber stop. I'm going to bring this back up, take the weight off, put a minnow on, and we'll get fishing. All right, my dead rod's set. What I've done is I've just set my, I set my bail, and I'm going to just keep an eye on that bobber. And if that bobber goes down, just set the hook, and it's a bonus fish. All right, on my other rod, I'm going to get set up with something with a little bit of flash. Out here on the bay, a lot of things work good. Jigging wraps, rattling spoons, all sorts of stuff. I'm going to start out with a dew jigger today, made right here in Michigan, and we'll see how it goes. We've had pretty good luck on this. This one has a little crackle back, white on the whole spoon. Hopefully that'll bring them in. We'll jig that up and down. We'll keep jigging it and watching our graph, and if you see something come in, then you go ahead and slow the presentation down and just kind of jig them up a little bit. Sometimes they'll come over and they'll hit the dead stick over there, and I'll reach over and set the hook on that. So if we get a fish, either on the dew jigger or over there on our dead stick. Well, there's about 3 different ways we can fish this dew jigger. Usually you tip it with something. You want to have something on it, maybe a little bit of scent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a minnow on it today. Hook it right through the head, and I'm going to pinch him off just behind his pectoral fins, and that allows him to still wiggle like that, and gives it a little bit of action. And when it's down there, it works really good. We'll see what they want today. Sometimes they want a full minnow, sometimes they want a part of a minnow, sometimes they like minnow tails. You never know what they're going to want, so you just keep fishing until you find out what they want. And once you find what they want, kind of switch up to that and go from there. There we go. Not too bad. There he is. Well, not a bad fish. He's a little small. We're going to go ahead right in the upper lip. There he is. First walleye of the day. Well, that worked to perfection. Once again, I saw that fish come in on the graph, and he looked at the dew jigger as I was jigging it up and down, but they must want something a little more subtle, so they went right over to the dead stick, and I could see it start to bounce and set the hook. And not a keeper, but we're going to get some keepers, I'm sure, tonight. It's about 4:30 or so, so we got a lot of time left yet tonight. But as you can see, it's just a slip bobber, sinker, a swivel, and a small number 8 octopus hook. So hook it right through the back, and that works really good. It gives you 2 rods when you can only, if you're not comfortable jigging 2 rods at the same time, jig 1 rod, put the other one down, and it gives a little more subtle presentation.
We're out here today on Saginaw Bay, and one thing, how cold it is today. This pop, I just brought it out here a couple hours. It's froze solid. Makes me kind of thirsty, but I'm actually really comfortable. I got this Frable insulated ice suit on, and I don't have much on underneath. I got a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and a little fleece jacket, and I've been out here, and besides my face, I'm really actually very, very comfortable. It's a pretty nice, real easy wearing, real comfortable, easy to move around. And fishing big water or ice fishing anywhere, you want to stay comfortable. You need to stay warm, because if you're not warm, you're miserable, and you're not going to stay out and fish very long. So part of it is you got to have good clothing when you go out there, and dress in layers, and good warm clothing, and have a few extras in case something gets wet, because staying warm and staying comfortable is the key of enjoying yourself and having a good time. Because if everybody gets cold and wet, it's miserable and it's no fun. Nobody likes it then.
Yep, you want it up, and you want it far enough above the bait so that
I can see both of them there.
you can see both of them.
Yeah.
Real easy.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's got to be about 10 feet.
I'm probably 6, 8, probably about 8 feet above the
Right,
baits.
that's perfect. Yeah, you don't want it sitting there looking in their face.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can do, is have a camera. I mean, I've did it the wrong way for so long, and then I realized, it's almost it's more fun watching on the camera when you get it above them, because they're not really paying attention to that camera up there. They come in for the lure.
Yeah.
And that's just something up there suspended. But when you put something at their level or close to their level, they're intimidated. So no, you're doing that right, but I want to check your rod out
help
here
yourself.
and see what we can come up with, and maybe make a couple changes if we have to. You got your swivel on there. The only change I'm going to make real fast.
Shorten it.
Yeah, shorten it, because look at see, it gets caught and tangled up real easy. So if you had a fish on there and you reeled that in, that would have been disastrous right there. So we're going to make a slight change here for you and shorten that leader up to make it manageable for you. We don't want to have it unmanageable. I'm going to, oh, there it is, the magic lure right here for right now. We'll go with this glow in the dark because it's the right size and everything.
Okay.
It's a little Clio.
Sure.
This is a glow in the dark buckshot by Northland. But this thing seems, this works too, but this Clio has a little more flutter action, and I've been seeing gizzard shad come by, and the gizzard shad, they flutter, they're about that size, maybe a little bit bigger.
Same kind of action.
Yeah.
Sidewinder.
Sidewinder. Gold and orange.
Orange.
Just tipped with a tail there, a minnow tail. Mark gave me a little demonstration yesterday on how to jig for these things, and it looked pretty violent, but he's probably forgotten more about catching walleyes than Oliver knows. So I said I better do what he's doing. So it worked. I was jigging quite a bit, quite hard for it.
Did you see him come in, or did you just hit?
He was on.
You seen him
it
on the
happened
screen?
So fast, I looked at him.
He was on there then? Yeah.
Hummingbird, but
All right. Well, everything else going good? We'll put you back in there where it's
okay.
warm.
I don't think it's a walleye though. Just looking at it right now. So.
Yep, yep.
Oh, we just hit it. Got him. Small eye. That's how you do it. Come back in 2 more years and he'll be a good eater.
When you feel it go tunk, you just do it again.
Fishing's been slow, very slow. Caught one small one last night, and this morning haven't marked anything.
So I'm jigging away, and just nothing to look at. So I'm looking at the rod tip, and something actually hit it. I got about that much bend, and the thing went ping. It was like, dude.
I think it might be some fish in the deeper water. Nada. Seen quite a few fish on the camera, but boy, they were just tough to get to bite. I caught 2 that are about 10 inches long. And that's a first for fishing out here. All my years out here, I've never caught undersized fish that's so small.
I can actually tell my buddies I caught as many walleyes as the walleye professionals today, which was nice.
But it was an interesting day. I didn't plan on this much exercise. We've been doing this school for several years, not only here at Saginaw, over in Little Bay, more or less an outdoor rider event there, back in the earlier days. And the group of guys I was with today were probably the toughest guys, and there was some older guys in there too that are troopers, and my hat's off to them. They work just as hard as I work at tournament fishing, so they will bite tomorrow. They have to.